called it.
Oh, Mr. Chair.
Stephen Browning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'd like to start on this talk on part 3 around trust as well, and we'll just start with the Prime Minister's selection of his mate as the head, the GCSB, and just need to keep reflecting on that as we go through. We also reflect on the 80 plus people that were illegally spied on. Have we got trust? We can reflect on the Waihopai Five Eyes institution in my neighbourhood that we know has been spying in a very broad way and doing bulk information surveillance. Then we've got the Henry inquiry. So we need to really think about trust as we look at section 3 or part 3, because the Inspector General and...
Order, we're on part 2.
Part 2, sorry, yep, part 2. The Inspector General and whatever capacity is given through SOPs, because there was a limited capacity to start with, what capacity have they got for depth of oversight? How much can they actually drill down into those issues of trust that I've just raised? In section 32.3, where the persons that he can consult with, or they can consult with, the Controller and Auditor General, the Ombudsman, Privacy Commissioner, Human Rights Commissioner, the Independent Police Conduct Authority, these persons, in a way, should be more likely a mandatory part of a trustworthy oversight body, not may be consulted with. We go on to the advisory panel, and remember that's an advisory panel. Who does the makeup of that? It's by the Governor-General on the recommendation of the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister at the moment really is not the subject of a high level of trust by the community. And we've heard the discussions about the number of people that have protested, the level of concern by Law Society, Dame Anne Salmon, and it went on, the Privacy Commissioner and others. The concern about the way this bill has been brought to Parliament, the trouble with the fact that there's so many SOPs, not the ones from the opposition that are trying to balance up the ones from the government, meant that those people could not actually comment as well as they could or ideally would in terms of the function of the advisory panel and the makeup of oversight. There have been a number of very recent publications in the media too from various interested people with some expertise in this area as well, and one was Dr. Damien Rogers, a former senior advisor to the GCSB, and he also warned of how this sort of makeup was and who the reporting should be and whatever, and suggested that maybe it wasn't the Prime Minister, it should be the Defence Minister. Green Party has considered at times and wondered whether maybe the police would be a better body, but that sort of oversight or that consideration by the community has not really had its opportunity. Another one that came out in the same a couple of days ago was to do with from the United Nations, to Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon meeting with a group of South American foreign ministers who voiced their concern to the United Nations chief about reported large-scale surveillance programs. And Mr. Ban noted himself that the UN human rights mechanisms had pointed to important rights and privacy issues at stake in connection with surveillance. Will our oversight group, will the Inspector General and his cohorts, or her cohorts, be able to give the level and depth of oversight that those same people were concerned about? I have serious doubts, for one. Austin Forbes, QC, convener of the New Zealand Law Society. He was also concerned about how oversight would go and also about the lack of opportunity to drill down and to
Jamie Lee Ross.
Question B now